Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're also going to talk about the SP 500, and we're going to talk about all those alt pumping and all that all that good stuff. All right. So as you can see, like we're getting like a massive pump from like a most alt, ranging from like a ABA down to MITH. Pro, they're all pumping 40%, 35%, 20%. And if you've been watching our previous analysis, we give you guys a big warning regarding AMB. So when AMB was right there, so as you can see, AMB was looking very, very juicy, and I think that somebody was also asking about it, and it is also a target in our premium group for a 280, AMB up to 280. As you can see, pump all the way up above this 100 EMA on 3-day chart. MITH also was a target like since like June 14th, a nice entry, just about like a 59. First target 80, second target 111. But as soon as we started pumping to the upside above like 88, 96, I was like, it is still a hold, and we can basically pump to like a 220. Okay, just about 202, 202 to like a 220 area. So it is still a hold, no need to do anything crazy. MITH looking very, very very juicy. Okay, so MTH also looking very juicy. So they sound the same. Okay, MITH and MTH. So let's take a look at MTH. I think it is just about like it is just about like 100, right? So but let's see, MTH also breaking out. So we're looking for MTH basically also to, it is not in my premium group, but the target, it is pretty much the same. Low volatility in terms of like a selling pressure, no big sell pressure on the lower degree, just like Nexus. Okay, and we're looking for this big move very, very soon, within the next few days and so on, right? So now let me take a look at the chat room, see if you guys can hear before I dive into the SP 500. We're going to take a look at Nasdaq, the Dow Jones and all that good stuff, and then we basically going to be looking at the alt season and all that good stuff. All right, so if you're new to the content, don't forget to hit the likes. Make sure to also join our public Telegram group, link in the description, and let me know if you want to discuss any alt. It is going to be a short video, so short live stream. So and we're gonna look for some juicy moves. Hey, what's up, MAC3 Juicy? Hey, what's up, Suzanne Duzanne? Long or short? Okay, I don't know, long or short. Okay, so now let's take a look at the S&P 500 first. Okay, before we talk about these alt 100x move and all that good stuff. So SPX, we basically looking for like a 3320 range. Okay, so we're not there yet. On the 3-day chart, we're still looking good, still moving to the upside, no sign of reversal. MACD looking good, RSI looking good, so no sign of reversal on the 3-day chart, right? So let's dive into the 6-hour time frame. 6 hours still looking incredibly good, right, at resistance, but most likely it is gonna break it. Okay, we broke it yesterday, coming back to retest it. I think like a couple days ago we broke it, pumped to like a 3270, came back down to like roughly around like a 30, retest the low of a 3240 range. So I'm looking for this move to the upside, 3320. So let's see if like we're gonna be able to close the gap within the next few days, at least for the short term. Okay, no sign of reversal. That's the most important thing for the S&P 500 as of now. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Let's clean up the chart. No, we don't need to clean it up. So Nasdaq, we said that we broke this resistance, coming back down to retest 6-hour 21 EMA. Beautiful support, big sell volume though. So on the 6 hour, let's take a look at 8 hours. So big sell volume. So let's see if like we're gonna be holding very strong above like 10.7, okay, 10,700. If not, we're gonna get this support area just about like a 10,250. I said it multiple times. Okay, so even though this move is pretty much very corrective, So we got this impulse, we got this three-way move, so we can get this another three-way move, and before continuing the uptrend, try to retest the top also. That's also another possible setup. Any drop, right, we get from this area, we're gonna get multiple support. I don't see like a capitulation move, like a, you know, big drop, okay, especially on 8-hour time frame. So let's take a look at hourly. Hourly, we're getting a low volatility, beautiful support. This pattern is pretty much a beautiful pattern for most stocks, right? I've been trading stocks over the last few days, but it seems to be a bullish pattern. Most of the time it gives us a breakout to the upside, just like the breakout we took on you know, Virgin Galactic. I'm still on that trade. I'm looking to get out, so but I might be getting out before the weekend. All right, so if like we can pump above like a 26 again, I might just get out because I got other setups looking very juicy. Okay, so beautiful setup. So we could be looking for this move on the lower degree. That's what it seems like. All right, so let's see if like we're gonna get that move, and if like we get rejected, we can look for another support down, right? So that's what I see on the lower degree. Now let's take a look at the big boy, which is the Dow, right? So the Dow is still looking not bad, right? Looking to close above you know, above this gap. We close the gap, but we cannot basically close above it, which is like 27,000. I mean, I think we close above it, we just cannot stay above it. All right, so we got to be able to break this level of 27,000. Coming back down, hourly 21 EMA giving us a big support. We're not yet on the 6-hour 21 EMA, which is just about like 26,530 range. So any drop, right, if like we get a pullback, we're gonna get some support right there. So it is still looking bullish, even though, okay, I was expecting like we're gonna close the gap and drop. That's not the case. Okay, let's see over the next few days what type of you know, volatility we're gonna get. Our side looking very juicy. Let's not break this trend line. If we break it, guys, you know, we got a low volatility MACD ready to basically break to the upside or break to the downside. But if we break to the upside with this RSI basically breaking this trend line, it could be very juicy for most stocks. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. So now let's take a look at BTC. Hey, what's up, MA63? Pull the rug on all the formals. Just a matter of time. I mean, they're gonna pull the rug. Hey, what's up, smooth operator? Hey, what's up, Mario? I'm short-term bullish on stock. I'm not like saying we're going to the moon and all of that. The chart is not basically giving us a bearish pattern, right? So we just have to be very cautious. My feeling does not matter. Like I said, right, it doesn't matter you know, whether whether I'm bullish or bearish. I'm just going by what the chart is saying. All right, so if the chart is saying we're bearish, we're bearish. If the chart is saying we're bullish, we're bullish. So BTC, we're getting a slight reversal pattern on the 6-hour time frame. We got a nice dump like down to 92 or 50, but got bought up very quickly with low volume 6-hour, you know, engulfing candle last night before I basically went to sleep, right? Before I went to bed, I was like, okay, I'll send a signal to my guys, say, oh, we're most likely going to see like you know, the bulls, we're going to be slowing down the bulls, right? And we could be seeing like you know, low volatility slash you know, sideways correction over the next few hours, and that's what we did exactly. So but as of now, let's see, lower degree is still bullish. We could be retesting like a 9450 to 9500 range over the next few hours. Let's take a look at on the 4-hour. 4-hour is not suggesting we could be pushing higher. That's kind of strange. Okay, 4-hour time frame, beautiful rejection. Okay, we got a nice shooting star, exactly got the dump, pushing back up. Let's take a look at hourly. Hourly volume is kind of steady, nothing crazy, right, on the hourly basis. So it is pretty much a we could, okay, for the bearish setup, we could be looking for a 5-wave structure move, another pullback right there. So that's another possible way we could be looking at it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 wave down. Okay, and then we could get a nice flat correction right there before continuing the downtrend. This setup, the setup we got right there, it is pretty much similar to the one we got right there. Okay, you can see it like right there we got another one. Okay, I think we did that previously also right here. Okay, we did the same thing right there also. So we just have to be very cautious, not try to form more within the next few hours and so on, because like I said last week, BTC pumping to a 93 to 95 area is good for alt. It is going to give like more juice to the alt. More people are going to be very confident about BTC, and they're going to be buying into alt because they are basically expecting BTC to pull back. So let's take a look at 3-day chart next. 3-day chart looking very supporting in terms of 21 EMA, supporting the price just about this range of 92 to 94 area. We've been moving sideways since like late June. It is almost, guys, a month. Okay, we've been moving sideways. Can you imagine if you've been trading this low volatility range over the last 28 days? That's crazy. Okay, that's it is not easy. Basically, that's why I've been focusing on alt. Basically just taking big position on alt, and basically taking those 30% 40% swing and all that good stuff. All right, and as you can see, like we got multiple alt, like we talk about PVX, MITH, AMB, Algo. We talk about all those alt before they pump. We don't talk about them after they pump. All right, so and we're going to talk about multiple alt like CDT, CND. They're all looking to pump. Okay, PHB, right? PHB also looking to pump. I just took like a position on PHB yesterday for a possible pump to the upside. I think current price just about 40 something like that, right? 42. I think I got in like 40. So we could be seeing like 80 to 100 sats over the next few days. Okay, but the downside, guys, just because I bought it does not mean you have to buy it, because sometimes I might buy a coin, right, and it get delisted, right? So if you buy in and you go in big and the coin get delisted, right, it might dump like 50% in one day, something like that. So just be cautious. All right, don't be too hard on these art season pump and all that good stuff. All right, so BTC, basically going back to BTC, 2-day chart not looking that bearish, still looking good. Engulfing, we talked about this engulfing candle yesterday, and we said we got another 24 hours before we get this candle closed. So it is most likely going to close like this above the 21 EMA, but we got a nice resistance once again, 94.30 on the 2-day chart. On the 2-day chart, next resistance going to be almost 97, guys, 96.80. So let's see. Okay, I'm shorting right now. I'm looking for 95.50. If it breaks above 95.50, I'm not going to take any chance, right? I'm not going to be trying to be trying to hold it and trying to hold it above like 90, 97 and so on. I'm just going to get out and basically look for another position, because it's been moving sideways forever, so no need to be basically forcing the trade. But definitely I'm seeing the potential to push to the upside. All right, but lower degree 4-hour time frame, it is telling us we got a rejection right there, right? So I'm just gonna see what the 4-hour gonna give us. It might not break this level of 50% of this week is like 94.15 to 94.30. It might not break it, even though like 2-day chart is saying it is bullish, right? Not bullish, but 2-day chart is saying like next resistance, if we break that level of 94, right, it is going to be this level of 96.80 to 96.90, and then we got another one just about 98.85, right? So just to protect yourself, be cautious. All right, so we also got another descending basically a trend line right there on the hour side. We could be breaking it very soon. We got a nice beautiful double bottom in terms of bullishness. So let's see if the bull's gonna be able to take advantage of this bearishness on the 2-day chart. All right, so it looks good for the bulls. Okay, it looks very, very good. We just have to basically use this as a flat correction and get this capitulation move down. That's what I see. So if we break this area, that could be very, very juicy for the for the bears. All right, so also you could draw it like this, a parallel channel. You could be we're about to break to the downside, retest this trend line and come back down. Okay, that's also another possibility, right? So just be cautious whether you're bullish or bearish. Just be cautious. You can be, you can take advantage of both moves, right? You can long it if you're looking for a short. If you're looking for a long position, you can long it like for 900 points, right? Up to 94.50, 94.80 range, get out, and then start looking for a short. So it all depends. How you want to do it, how you want to do it, and all that good stuff. All right. Okay, you also seen 5 wave moves, right? So hey, what's up, Method Man number 1? So we're gonna go back. Do I think BC is going to 73? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we're gonna be able. We basically making a descending triangle. So not descending triangle, but we're making a descending triangle versus a euro. Okay, so but this symmetrical triangle, as we talked about it previously, right? You could basically try to draw it like this, right? That's also valid. That's why I'm saying, like, going back up to 98 range is also possible. Okay, we talked about this move and I was like, okay, I'm going to take a look at it on the weekend, right? During the weekend, but I was too busy with alt. So you can see, like, we got nice trend line. So going back up to like a 98, guys, is part of the structure. It's nothing crazy. It is the same thing. Price is just moving. It is doing this. Okay, so I'd rather basically pay too much attention on alt, with big potential, than basically taking a big position on BTC. Okay, over the last 90 days, guys, almost not 90 days, 75 days, something like that, it is just doing this. Okay, it is just doing it. It can't do it till like basically September. But if like we pump all the way up, not pump, but if like we moves, if it moves like sideways all the way up to September, I'm just saying like randomly, okay, not trying to say September we're gonna dump or pump, right? But one thing I'm basically 80% sure, right? BTC always make a big moves, okay? Let's say third quarter, something like that. Okay, so we just have to be very cautious. September, you go back, back in 2017, same thing. We got a big dump September. That was a China FUD. I think we dumped from like a 4,900 all the way down to like a 2816, right? And you can see like last year also we dumped like September right there, September after the backed. And I was talking about it right there. That's when I started talking about it, like mid-August, right? August 15th, something like that, right? I was saying like, be cautious with BTC, right? Because that was late August. Okay, I was like, be cautious with BTC because most of the time during September we're gonna pump, but the first week of September, BTC like all the way up to September 8th, it gave us a big pump. I was like, oh my god, look at it. So after that, you can see what happened next. All right, so let's just be cautious. September is right around the corner, and we're gonna get another alt season like October and so on. So let's see, all right, what BTC wants to do within the next few days. Yeah, BTC Euro is still making a descending triangle. So I'm gonna move on to alt, right? And before I start talking about alt, we're gonna take a look at the winners, right? So the winners basically A and B. Okay, so A and B, if you've been following our analysis over the last few days, okay, A and B. If you're holding A and B, we said exactly, look at it, this red line, that's a 3-day 21 EMA. Let's see. Okay, 3-day 21 EMA is basically a target. Okay, on the 2-day chart, it is some alt, right? They moving differently, but some alt you have to basically switch to the 2-day chart to see like the double top, just like PVIX. Okay, PVIX is on the 3-day chart. You're gonna see like the 100 EMA basically acting just like algo, okay, and ARC and PVIX, the CDT, and all those good stuff, right? So nothing to say about A and B. Beautiful setup, looking to go to the moon. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. We could hit like a 300 to a 500 range over the next few weeks and so on. Looking very beautiful. If you guys been following me, target for A and B was like 300 to 500 range. All right, so we got a nice pump like back in September, so it is pumping even before September. MITH, I don't have to talk about it again. I talked about it long time ago. Beautiful, basically falling wedge, been dropping over the last few weeks, few months, right, since like August last year, guys, almost a year. Okay, now it just took off, right? Beautiful. Nothing to do, you don't have anything to do right now with MITH. You just don't do nothing. Okay, don't do anything, just hold it, let it go to the moon, put a stop loss at entry. So we basically ascended a setup like when MITH was like 59. Okay, 59. You take a look at it, it is almost over 150% move, right? So you take a look at it right there, 106, and we could look for like a 200. Pearl is looking very juicy, right? Break above 100 EMA, a nice entry, beautiful move, set up 500 next target. If we break 500, we could be going all the way up to all-time high, guys. It's like 1500, but let's not talk about 1500 so far. The most important is like the double top. We breaking this 100 EMA either on the 2-day chart or on the 3-day chart. Also break the 100 EMA on the 3-day chart. Looking very juicy, beautiful setup, guys. You guys know this setup. Okay, I don't have to talk about it. NKN, beautiful setup, broke this level of 44 sats, all-time high, guys. You could be going back to like 126 and so on. Dusk looking very juicy, above 3-day 100 EMA. Nothing to say. We talked about Dusk during my alt review, right? If you go back, watch it like first week of June, right? I review all the alt the first week of June, guys, on Binance BTC pairing. Genesis Vision starting to wake up. That's a good news, guys. So GVT basically waking up. That's good. Okay, as you can see, after this dump, I was like 1160. If you've been following, hopefully you're basically holding Genesis Vision. We're looking for 4,000 level, guys. That's incredibly good. MTH, similar to MITH, right? A beautiful setup. You can see the pattern, guys. It is just plain. Let's take a look at on the 2-day. On the 2-day, we just broke this level, guys. Oh my gosh, take a look at it. We just broke this level yesterday. Beautiful, guys. It's just going to the moon. All right, BTC just has to stay in this range of 92 to 96, even 98. It doesn't matter. Okay, as long as we don't get like a 20% breakout from BTC, all this alt gonna keep going up until BTC makes a decision about what which way it wants to go. Gifto also breaking the 2-day 3-day chart. We could be targeting like 160. Current price is like just by like 106. So beautiful setup. 2-day chart, we just broke it. 3-day chart, we're not yet at the 100 EMA, so that's where we're going to be looking for resistance right there. So we already just about like this resistance level of 120 to a 130 area, right? Entry right there. If you basically took a nice entry at 85 level, you could be basically sitting on some now beautiful profits. POA, okay, I basically got out of POA. One of the reasons why I got out, I did not like this wick to the downside, right? But entry was 149. So after we got this wick, I was like, oh guys, I'll send this nice signal and say, hey guys, I'm out of this this boy. Okay, so it is still basically bullish, but the risk doesn't worth it anymore. Like I don't like wicks. Okay, if you're not in the top 50, and you giving me like some wicks and all that and all those good stuff, right, to the downside, I might just basically not talk about you anymore. NKN, beautiful. Okay, so NKN, as I said it previously, either you can take a shot, right, taking a position when it was like a 2.6 and so on, but we could be coming back down to 250 and so on, right? That's a 3-day chart. On a daily basis, we could be looking for, we got a nice, you could call it a double bottom right there if you want to ignore this week. We talked about it like a couple of days ago. So a big breakout. So what I want to see, right, this is a flat correction. Okay, we can make a flag right there and keep can keep going, right? Or we can basically just drop back down 50 to a 0.618 and take it to the upside, just like this coin again, okay, Cosmos, okay, just like Cosmos, because you gotta remember Cosmos, I was looking for like 20,000, right, to retest at 20,000 when it was like 30,000. Cosmos just pumped like a 47,000. So let's see, okay, generally I would say that's a flat, and I would be looking for further move down, but this move is very engulfing. So let's see if like we can break we can come back down to 260. If you missed it, you missed it, because we talked about it when it was like 240. I was like, if you're aggressive enough, you take it. If you're not aggressive enough, wait for it to pump, come back down to a 260, 250, you take it. All right. But if it does, if like it doesn't make too much difference, 260 to 274, you could just give it a chance, right? So juicy. So QSP is basically breaking resistance, as you can see, looking very juicy. Okay, breaking resistance. Let's take a look at on the 3-day chart. We're looking for 750 for QSP. Current price is like 350, guys. That's another 100% move if BTC doesn't do anything crazy. But we at resistance, which is like June prices. It's not time to buy. It's time to put a stop loss. Not time to jump in, guys. So if you did not buy like anywhere around like 100, we talk about all these alt when I give you guys alt review back in first week of June. I talked about QSP. I was like, that's a buy. Okay, it is above the 3-day 200 EMA resistance, June prices. Okay, if you bought it like first week of June, second week of June, you're already over 100% move. All right, so if you haven't watched it, you can go back and you can go back and check it out. Alt review, all the alt on Binance. Okay, first week of June, I think like June 10th, June 11th, whatever, right? So so some of those alts, they still like ranging just above the just above the 200 EMA on 3-day chart. So they're not pumping yet, but I cannot just give you which one. Okay, so you take a look at a STX. All right, STX, beautiful. Okay, looking for it to break 1700. Give me 1 second, guys. It's Satoshi calling. All right, man. I was talking to Sats. He says, just be cautious between 9K to 10K. All right. So now, let's do this. XRP looking juicy. I don't know about that. Okay, so it is accumulating. All right. So CHR, I don't have anything to say about it, right? Broke this level of 443. Also, pay attention to VIT, okay? VITE, okay? VIT, whatever you want to call it, okay? Guys, pay attention to it. Over the last few weeks, I've seen like most, because I don't like to trade these alt because they don't have enough history. But looking at like most of these alt like with low history, right? They got a resistance just about like they got like a constant resistance, right? They all followed, right? So if like we break this 190, guys, we could be going back up to like a 300. Okay, that's another 50% move. So pay attention to it. Volume looks nice, right? Nothing crazy, sideways correction. We're already above resistance. If you take a look at it based on closing basis, right? Which is like 198. So we just need to close above like 190 before the end of the day, and you could give it a shot. We could be talking about Vibe. Let's talk about Vibe, VIBE. I think it looks very juicy also. I'm not holding it, but yep, Vibe also looking very juicy. As you can see, probably yep, we broke it today, 100 EMA. As you can see, I was watching it. I was just not interested because, I don't want to hold too many alt. But resistance, we already broke it on the 2-day chart. 3-day chart, we already hit resistance right there at 193 also. So Vibe and Vite, they got the same price level, 190, 193 and so on. Okay, 190, 180. So they both start with a V, so easy to remember, right? Beautiful constant rejection. The most probable rejection right next, it is like 270 to basically almost like 300. So pay attention to it, right? If you're holding it, that's a beautiful hold, and now we could be looking for some beautiful move. Okay, so now let's take a look at, I want to take a look at a alt based on alphabetical order, right? And I'm going to review all the alt from A to maybe like A to B or something like that, right? So from A and down, okay, and after that I'm just going to continue tomorrow. If like, let's say I review from A to K, tomorrow I'm going to start off we're going to start from like I think L is next, right? L to Zcash, because Zcash is the last coin, right? So we're going to go from we're going to start off with ADA. All right, so ADA is still moving sideways, nothing to do. It is still a hold. Even if we drop, we got to support just by like 1050. I talked about it, 1050 to 1150. Okay, so ADX looking very juicy. Already got an entry, 1220, been moving sideways. We're going to take care of this week. I'm not worried about this week right there. We're most likely going to take care of it, and we're looking for like a 20,000, not 20,000 guys, 1900 to a 2100 rank. Looking very beautiful. Okay, already breaking this level of 100 EMA. All right, so AGI already taking care of business, right? So we broke this level, so got rejected. We just need to go above like 250 over the next few days, and you can see like next level and next level, okay, which is like 600, another 200% move from AGI. Could take forever, but it worth it. Okay, if you've been holding it since, like we talked about it, first week of June, from like 170, you're already up like 36%, okay, since like first week of June. So that's not bad at all. Aeon still moving sideways, looking to break this level. Okay, I'm still holding some Aeons, right? So it is 99% down, nothing to worry. From all-time high, it is 99% down. So it probably gonna give us some very juicy move. Okay, so Algo still looking very good, took some profit right there, so 3800. So it pumped to like 4200. I didn't do anything. It can still come back down to like 34, so wouldn't be FOMOing on Algo. It is still accumulative, but the main thing is like, when I basically send you guys the pattern for Algo, was making a bull flag just like we dumped down. I know most of you guys been panicking. I was like, no need to panic. Late June, okay, everything dumped. So most alt was sitting like on top of the 21 EMA on 3-day chart. So no need to basically panic, right? Because our concept is like, if alt can sustain a healthy momentum above the 3-day 21 EMA, during alt season, okay, not just like this, okay, after, because we're gonna be dropping later on, okay. So you gotta remember that during alt season. So looking very juicy, basically. Can you basically take a position? I can tell you to do, I can tell you what to do, right? To basically take a position or not. But we could be coming back down to like a 3400 range, okay? But still, 37 is still a good buy. AMB, I don't have to say anything about AMB. I've been talking about it forever now. ANKR. So looking very juicy. It is still a hold. Can you FOMO? I don't know about that. Okay, so if you did not buy at 40 sats, you still got some more to buy. APPC, I talked about APPC with this bull flag. Just I told you guys, APPC gonna break out. Let's see if like we can close above like a 500. Okay, so target 750 to 850 level. Okay, so ADR, so still looking very juicy. Same setup, you know, flat correction, continuation, rejection, looking for further continuation. Still a hold. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Target similar to the rest of the crypto, we could be looking for June high right there, which is like 1100, which is another 80% move. All right, ARC still looking very juicy. Entry 3100, 3200 range. Broke this level. As soon as we broke this level, I was like, guys, we're gonna go much higher. Even before we break it, I showed you guys live algo, ARC, PVIX. Okay, so not algo. Okay, so ARP, I don't have any color for it, so I might not been paying attention to it. But we broke the resistance right there. Did not give us any signal, just broke it, coming back down to retest it. All right. So AST BTC, we talked about it, right? All right. So we said either we could get this flat correction, right? We could get this and come back down. But recently, when alt are pretty juicy, they don't give you any. They don't give you like a complex correction. They just drop and pump. So let's assume like it is going to be pumping over the next few days. All right. So Atom still moving sideways, just like Zilliqa and VChain. Okay, let's move on to the Bs now. The Bs, we're gonna start off with basic attention, still sideways correction, right? And at the same time, we got this trend line. We need to break it. Struggling to break it. Can we break it? Yes, but it has to basically start trading above it with a nice 10 to 15% move. And you could be like, okay, we're gonna take it to the moon, and you could be looking for 0.618 to 50% pullback right there. So right now we just at 236. 0.618, it is just like almost another roughly 100% move. All right, 58. So you're looking at it like another 90%. But if we can break this area of resistance and pump above 33, 34. And stay there for a few days, and it could be very, 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 very juicy. All right, very juicy move. Bitcoin Diamond, beautiful setup. I talked about Bitcoin Diamond. We're breaking this resistance, closing above 11,000, guys. Could be, it could be goodbye. Okay, it could be a very juicy move, like to 19,000 area, which is just about this level of May to June resistance. All right. So, and we talk about Bitcoin Diamond about this move. The only basically bearish setup I can see for Bitcoin Diamond is like to come back down and retest this level of 7,000, 8,000 area. However, since the market is bullish, just give it a shot. Okay. Also, another bearish setup, it might not be an overextended price action. It might just be a flat correction, and we're gonna be dropping. That's also another possibility. But since like it is alt season, if it basically hold very strong, it can eliminate all those bearish setups and just continue the bullish setup up to like June high. Okay, so it is still a hold, not a Bitcoin Cash. As you can see, like we talk about Bitcoin Cash, right? Let me explain to you what you were just saying. So when Bitcoin Cash was making this move, right? When Bitcoin Cash was making this move, we said we're going to be pumping back up, get this flat correction. Okay, this flat correction, it is a continuation pattern. However, if like we drop back down, okay, and retest this low and do not break it and make another high right there, we could be looking for a further move to the upside, right? So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash. We got a nice channel. Other than that, it can make this channel right there. So that's also another possibility. But our initial setup was like this move. Okay, it could be bearish, right? However, we just have to be cautious because a possible double bottom. If like we break this level of 0.026, it could be going to the moon. But the bearish setup, it is still accumulating, but the bearish setup is more probable right now. If you don't have any position, you might just wait and not try to FOMO, because if we pump to the upside, you might get a nice 30% move above it, right? A nice 30%, you know, let's say 25% above it. But however, if you try to be clever and you're saying, oh, we got a double bottom, we're going to the moon, and it drops, you just don't know where the bottom going to be at, right? You just don't know. You just don't know. So, you know, you just have to be cautious. And BCPT, I'm very bullish on BTCP, BCPT, okay, BCPT. Okay, I'm very bullish on BCPT, BTC, right? As you can see, I talked about it many times, just like AGI, Loom, okay, CMT also, same setup, okay, same setup, nice bull flag, you know, I'll go give us the same setup back then before the pump. So let's see what it, you know, what it looks like on the 2-day chart. On the 2-day chart, we got a nice confirmation, right? We got a nice confirmation, close above the 2-day 100 EMA. So that's with an engulfing candle, okay? So we closed before above it, dump back down, okay? I was still holding. Now we are way above it. So let's see. I'm very conservative, okay? Very conservative about this one. But I think, okay, this boy can do some crazy damages, all right? Very soon. So Beam still struggling, now giving us a flat correction, just like Bitcoin Cash. So let's see, we got this move, we got that move. So we're gonna have to wait for this move. If not, if like we break this level, if it's not a fake out, it has to come back down. Okay, it has to come back down. So Beam is weak. It's one of the basically most underrated alt. It is a hold, but it is not an add-on. Okay, it is not something like you want to keep buying right now. Okay, because the correction is, it might be taking forever. We had a nice bull flag right there. We just, Algo made a similar bull flag, but Qdom, not Qdom, but yeah, Qdom made a similar bull flag, but Beam just is too weak at the moment. It doesn't mean it can pump to the upside, right? But as of now, take it slow, okay? So Blue Zell, I don't have to say anything about Blue Zell. Hit all targets, right? From 300 all the way up to like 830, and you know, so it pumped all the way up to 1000. So still a hold, right? It could be very boring holding it right now, because it could be, you know, moving sideways for the next few weeks. All right, so it is time to take profit and look something else. And if you're looking to hold it for the long term, you send it to the ledger. BNB, as we talk about, BNB still in the same range. So let's see, we need to break this level. If we break it, that's moon time. Okay, it is going to be moon time, right? So look for a breakout if like we break it. If not, we're gonna have to come back down, retest the low, right? So another possibility, if you're bullish on it, you could look for another higher low right there, come back down, you know, but do not break this low, and then basically just double tap right there and then go to the moon after that. That's a bullish setup. But as of now, it's not tradable. I wouldn't be, I'm not too excited about it, okay? Unless like we break this 2-day 100 EMA and break above it like a 200,000 area, right? We could be looking for further move. So, but as of now, you know, 188, 180,000, 190,000, you could give it a shot, right? Not saying it cannot break out, but you know, just by respect, try to respect your money, and then let the market do the work, and then basically you let your money do the easy work, right? So, but trying to be FOMOing about 10% move might basically give you a 30% drop and so on. BNT is still looking juicy, no sign of reversal, small flat correction, volume is very low, so it is still a hold, right? Not a buy. I wouldn't be buying it right now, okay? Because I wouldn't be buying it right now. So I think we're just gonna cut it off from A to B, and tomorrow I'm gonna finish up the B's, right? And tomorrow we're gonna start off with the B, you know, with the C's, and then we're gonna basically you know, take a look at the rest of the alt, right? So BQX, same structure. We could hit like a next level of 18 to 1900, still a hold, but we could face a big trouble at 1350 level, okay? 1350 is basically where you need to be basically paying attention to. over the next few days. A beautiful breakout above the 3-day 100 EMA. It's gonna move very fast. As you can see, above this red line, 3-day or 2-day, depending on structure, it is going to be moving very, 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 very fast. All right. So BRD looking to break resistance, right? I know most people are not paying attention to it. I know it's been dropping over the last, few, just like the rest of the crypto, right? Over the last few months and so on. But we need to break this level, okay? It is creating some high lows, right? But you also could call it a bear flag with this head and shoulder pattern formation, right? If you want to be a bear. But however, this high lows with alt season, lower volume as we making high lows, I mean that's bullish, okay? That's bullish, right? So the only downside is like we haven't retested the low, okay? That's the only thing we just have to keep in mind. So let's see if like we can break this level. So it is starting to look bullish, right? So if you're holding it, it is still a hold, right? Not a sell as of now. So, and then as soon as we break this level of 1500, we could be starting to get some juicy price action. 100 EMA on a daily basis basically giving us a tough time as of now. Big buying pressure, low selling volume. Gotta give it a shot, guys. Gotta give it a shot. It is still a hold. 3-day engulfing, as you can see, bang, okay, above the 3-day 21 EMA. So nothing to say about it. We already covered Bitcoin, so I'm gonna skip BTC. Bitcoin, gold, still moving sideways. I'm not that incredibly bullish on it. So let's see. I don't like the pattern. Not saying it is gonna go up or go down, but I would like to see further price action. BitShare, I'm bullish on BitShare. So if you've been following our channel, I'm very bullish on BitShare, and we're looking for like a target 1355. Very conservative, okay? Very, very conservative. Beautiful setup, just like DOCK. I talk about DOCK and BitShare, all right? So I said they got the same chart, okay? So if you're holding DOCK, you know what BTS going to be doing, okay? I don't know what BTT is doing right here, but BTT is USD. I don't care. So let's take a look at CND, okay? CDT, okay? I'm just gonna talk about, let's see, the C's are not a lot. So let's talk about CDT. Double top, looking to close above 88. It could be going to the moon, all right? So next level to look for resistance going to be like 180 for CDT, right there, okay? Right there. So CELR, I talked about CELR, all right, over the last few days. So I've been saying CELR 61, it is going to be saying goodbye, okay? So it is still a hold, right? Can you jump in? I mean, if you're comfortable, all right? But we also got another target up to 150, right? So let's see if like we're gonna come back down, retest the 68 to 65. It might not, okay? It might not, but it is still a hold, right? But if it does, great for the bulls. They're gonna be buying the dip. 3-day chart looks very, very, very. Hey, what's up, Tech Skills? Hey man, it's been a while, man. Looking very juicy. CHR, I don't have anything to say about it, right? CHD, 3-way move pullback. So as of now, it is a pullback, even though it doesn't have enough history. Let's see if like we can find support right there. CMT, okay, I'm very bullish on CMT. It seems like it doesn't want to basically give us a breakout, but CMT, let's see, CMT right there, okay? So I give you guys a I think in my premium group, okay, in my premium group, I got a setup for CMT back in like mid-June when it was like, I think like 111, 120, something like that, 129, okay, 129. It dips, it gives us a nice dip back down to like 111 and so on, and it is still looking bullish. We just need to close 150. Target was at 150, okay, first target. We already pumped above 150 and came back down. So beautiful, guys. It looks very juicy. As you can see, 2-day chart, right? You can anticipate the breakout on the 2-day chart. We're about to close above it. Impulse, corrective, pump to the upside. We're gonna be looking for this move. All right, that's what I'm looking for. CND, I'm very bullish on CND. It's not moving yet, okay? It's not moving. Similar move, okay? I'm very conservative. I'm looking for 138, right, for CND. And after that, we could move sideways at 130 to 125 range, and then we could be looking for the 250 to 300 range. So COTI doesn't have enough history. You know, head and shoulder pattern formation. It is still a hold, right? But not time to be jumping in. Okay. CTSI, beautiful setup, but not time to basically jumping in, right? Not time to be jumping in, at least for the short term. Doesn't have enough history, even though it is making high lows, right? Just like beam, and not beam, yeah, beam, not beam, beam double bottoming. Let's take a look at it. Beam is double bottoming. Yeah, beam, I think it's not beam. Okay, beam is double bottoming right there. Okay, bird, okay, BRD, just like BRD. Okay, as you can see, same setup. Okay, so let's see how this one going to be playing out. Okay, they got similar setup. Okay, so doesn't have enough history. That's CTX. Civics still looking to break out further, move to the upside. I'm very bullish on it, but it is just moving sideways. So let's see if we can pump above this 390 to 430 area before before any further move to the upside, right? So all right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about alt tomorrow, from D all the way down to Zcash. I'm gonna start early tomorrow by noon, so we got time. We will have time to basically talk about all these juicy moves. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.